Hey there, YouTube friends, Steve here. Today I'm enlisting the help of my wife Rita. She's going to make an appearance and we are going to try to redo these kitchen countertops using the Giani Countertop Paint Kit that we got from Lowe's, and we can get to it right now. Okay, this is the Giani Countertop Paint Kit that we got from Lowe's. We had to order it online. It was about 80 bucks. You can't get this in the store. But let's unbox it and see what we have inside. We have the instruction manual. We have a sponge that will be cutting into 4 sections. They give you a roller. We have the base coat, which is black. These are the colors: brown feldspar, Inca gold, and white limestone. There's going to be our top coat, which is a high gloss top coat. And then you get a couple of rollers and you get a sponge brush. It's pretty straightforward. We'll go through it step by step and we'll get to that right now.
So the instruction manual says to clean out any old caulk. So I'm going to use a utility knife to score our old caulk. And then I'm going to use a spackle knife to just clean it all out.
Okay, while Rita's removing the caulk, I'm going to take out the kitchen sink. Now, it's not required that you take out the kitchen sink. You could tape around it if you like, but it would just make things a little easier for me to do so. And I'm going to replace the kitchen faucet anyway, so I'm going to get to doing that right now. All right, the plumbing is disconnected, so I'm just going to pull the sink out like that. We're good to go. Okay, the trap should prevent any sewer gases from coming in, but just in case, I stuff those drain lines with rags.
I got the old caulk out and now I'm just removing any residue with rubbing alcohol.
Okay, while Rita's doing that, I'm just going to rub the counters down with an SOS pad. Get any grease or grime up. It's damp. Have to wet it in the bathroom.
Steve scuffed up the surface with Brillo, and I'm just giving this a couple of rinses before we start painting.
All right, now that the countertops are clean and dry, we're just going to tape along the backsplash. And we're going to go do 2 rows to make sure we don't have any seepage and we don't get any on the walls. Now we're just taping some plastic around the cabinets to make sure we don't get any paint on them. Okay, we're ready to put the base coat on now. We're going to do it just as if we were painting a room. Rita's going to do the cuttings where the roller can't get to, and then once she's done doing the cuttings, I'm going to roll. And it's important to keep a wet edge.
Yes?
All right, that base coat is drying nicely. It's nice and flat, nice and even. And it's 20 to 11. We'll let it dry for 8 hours and finish it up tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day and we're ready for round 2. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut the sponge that was given to us in 4 sections. All right, I got my 3 colors out. I got sponges. And this is the first color. Just gonna wet the sponge. And I'm going to come over and very lightly, not pushing hard, very light. I'm going to spread it out in random patterns. I'm going to take a small sponge, this little piece here, and I'm just going to get in the corner. I'm not going to worry about it too much because we got other colors to put on. You don't want it to look like it's going on in a row. Now I'm going to move on to the next color. Same process, just dip it in and blot it a little bit. Go across. Right, now moving on to the white. This will really lighten everything up. All right, now we're doing the top coat, and it's the same premise as when we did the base coat. Rita's doing the cut-ins, and then I'm going to roll over.
I'm going to score the tape so that we don't peel the paint off when we take the tape off.
Okay, so the project is complete. It took us 2 days. I think it looks pretty good. What do you think?
I love it. For $80, it's a complete transformation.
Yeah, it really changed the look of the kitchen, you know, from that gray laminate that we had. So yeah, it looks good. Nice shine to it.
Yes.
A couple of tips we'd like to pass on. First one being is wear a hat.
Yeah, as soon as we started doing it, we found a hair, which you wouldn't think a hair would get loose in it, but it did. So.
Her hair.
I don't know about
Only
that.
one. But yeah, so you don't want to get a hair in your paint when you paint the countertops. Also, if I could do it over again, I would pull these backsplashes off and do them separately. Because I kind of had a hard time getting the sponge in there and maintaining a clean look at the bottom. But with appliances in front of it, the toaster, you won't see anything. One other issue I had is when I got to this section, I was running out of top coat. So my roller got a little dry and I left a lap mark. Not a big deal. I'll address that at a later time. Now, how long for these to cure?
It takes 3 days until you can put light appliances such as a toaster or coffee maker on it, and in 14 days you can put heavier appliances on it.
Yeah, you want to let these get good and hard. And our new faucet looks pretty good, right?
It does. It matches a lot better.
Yeah, we got that at Home Depot. That was a mowing. We picked that up for $90. So for $170, we gave the kitchen a whole new look. It was worth it, right?
It did. It was really worth it. It saved us money. We don't have to buy a new countertop, which we were thinking about. But now I think we need a new paint color.
Well, you might have to change the color of the paint, but that's for another time. Hope the demo was good for you. We're going to leave you some shots of the kitchen with different angles and different lighting. As always, please subscribe. Until next time, happy home improvement.